what is everybody doing while they're at home? I'm not sure the age of my subscribers or whoever watches these videos, but if you're a kid, what are you doing? You playing video games? What you got going on? If you're an adult, are you a essential employee? Are you working? What's going on with you? Crazy times right now. Um, as for me, I'm disabled. This is kind of what I do. Uh, like I was saying earlier, I've had quite a few harsh life events. About 3 years ago, I was at work and I was working on top of a two-story house. I did, roofing and gutters, and I wasn't wearing a harness, and I was probably about, I don't know, 20, 25 feet in the air. I slid off the top of the roof and fell down and broke my hip. Haven't really been able to walk since. Well, walk without pain, at least. And it's rough. I've gone to the doctor. I've tried to find out things I could do, and all they tell me is, you're kind of young for a hip replacement, which I've also had a spinal fusion, which I was too young for that as well, but I couldn't handle the pain anymore, so that's probably where I'm getting at with this thing. But it's rough, man. I used to, you take daily activities for granted when they're easy, but something as simple as getting up to go urinate is tough for me now. So, I do my best though. I'm still extremely handsome. I'm still, a real strong dude, a real good person. I'm gonna get another picture up here of me. I'm gonna try to get a camera so y'all can see me. I'm working on it. This thing ain't pulling no money in. But I am gonna work on it. It's something I want to do. I feel like I got a lot to say, and I need people to listen. I have a certain opinion of the world and the way that it works. I believe mine is correct. I believe that if you're not a billionaire, life is against you. Mostly, of course, we have a small percentage of people like athletes and artists. Maybe a few people higher up in the financial community or something. But for the most part, life is for rich people. It's for us to live and for them to dictate, unfortunately, and that's how it works all the time, every day. If you ever look back through American history, we've been fighting the rich man's wars all the time. War is extremely profitable. That's why America's always at war and has been since its country's inception. But that's just my worldviews on those kind of things. But that's kind of what I mean. But I have things to say. I got way more to go. But my claims, a lot of what I say, I can't substantiate. Unfortunately, a lot of what I say, crap. It's not based on too much written facts. I'm one of those people who, if you give me a set of information, I'm going to analyze it, and whatever makes sense is what I'm going to go with. You have to consider the evidence in all aspects whenever doing something like that. And it's best to always walk in with unbiased opinion, especially even when something heinous has happened, something, just absolutely evil, because especially in today's world, you can't take anything at face value anymore. It's unfortunately, people used to look to the media for news. Nowadays, you can't do that. They got news, all right, but God knows if it's true. It's crazy, man. I wish there was some way that we could get just the world, damn it, I didn't want to make that, just the world on the same path, having the same principles, the same objectives. And that goes for everyone. I'm a firm believer that we live in a pyramid scheme, and unfortunately, most of us are at the bottom of that pyramid. It's just how it goes, man. Alright, so we've done good. We got things going on now. Let's make a few torches. Let's make one torch, one set. Get that in there. Oh, sticks, and I can make some more. Yeah. I like to use torches whenever I go down on a mine to kind of mark where I have been and haven't been. You know, if I put a torch there, that means I've been there. And I like to try to dig mines from one entrance with multiple paths, but always back to the same entrance. Just keeps me safer so I don't get lost that way. Man, wherever Mr. There he is. What up, punk? You ever been smacked with a lever? Aha. I'm about to Karate Kid his ass. Yeah! Oh, get out! Yeah! Man, why he won't die? Man, I ain't messing with him no more. That's too much time. Alright, so got our pickaxes. I made a wooden sword. Just gonna throw down a few of these trees, and we are headed down to that mine. I have no idea if they'll grow, but I hate having them in my inventory or my chest. So, oh yeah, we did make a chest too, so we could drop off a few items. There's that random ladder in the middle of nowhere, so we could drop off a few items I didn't need on me. Leave that block. I don't know if I want to dig down anymore right now. Just for the simple fact that I didn't bring any ladders with me. It makes life easier being able to go straight up and down a ladder to get out of the hole. It's rather nice, actually. Hopefully we can stay safe down here and nothing stupid happens. Alright, so we definitely are stacking up the coal here. And that's always a good thing to have. Can anybody tell me the advantages of making coal into a block of coal? Like, does it burn longer in the furnace? What is it going to do for me? I couldn't tell the difference when I did make it. Okay. Yeah, let's throw a torch up here. Do you guys have any, more efficient ways to mine? It's like all gray hell down here, bro. I'm not enjoying myself. And it broke. I might try out live streaming for y'all soon. I don't know if it would be Minecraft, but I might live stream some 2K or some Grand Theft Auto or something, or Hitman. I got quite a few games. Some on PC, some on Xbox. I'm just not sure what everyone's. I mean, I do know what everyone's playing. You know, Call of Duty and whatnot. I haven't got my chance to get my hands on that yet. It looks decent. I just haven't played since I think it was Modern Warfare 2, and I was really good at Modern Warfare 2, but it did take me quite a while to get the learning curve up to where I did start, you know, going 30-0 and whatnot. But it did take a while. It ain't easy. Just take a sip of this coffee right quick. Oh yeah, I gotta get into this, man. It's controversial, but I gotta say it. I'm tired of the world, and I'm tired of holding this one in. I grew up in a predominantly black neighborhoods. All the schools I went to were 90% black. And let me tell you something. I met some of the greatest people I'd ever met in my life, still to this day, in that school. I met some of the nicest people. I've met some of the worst people. Then one year I went to my senior year in high school. I went to probably it was about 50-50 or so, well, you know, between white and black. And I met some horrible white people. I met some great white people. I met some horrible black people, and I met some great black people. What I'm really trying to say is evil is evil. It doesn't know a skin color. I've been picked on. I've been jumped, beaten for being white, but I've also had black friends, stick up for me. You know, I can't understand how any person can generalize an entire race based on the actions of a few. I just can't understand it. It's what bothers me even more is black people and white people think they're so different. They're not. We are basically the same. We have the same goals in life. We may not go down the same path to get to those goals, but we all do. It's wild, man, and it makes me sick whenever I see anyone treated differently based on the way they look. It just makes me sick, man. No one should have to go through that. I never did it to anyone else because I know what it felt like when it was done to me. And I didn't like it. But I will tell you what, I will tell you how great it did make me feel when another human being stuck up for me, no matter what color they were. It didn't matter. And those are the good people that I remember, and those are the good people that I think of when injustice in this country is talked about, and I want to fight for them. Because that's the people that I want to fight for. White, black, it doesn't matter. I don't care. If you're good, I rock with you. You know, I made a lot of mistakes in my life. 5 years ago, I was a whole different person. I decided that I hated the person I had become because I wasn't like that my entire life. And when I decided how much I hated myself, that was when I decided to make a change. And something I've noticed when making a change is the actions that I feel like impact the way I feel about myself the most are the ones that I do when no one's watching. You know, doing the right thing when you don't have to. It makes me feel very good. I miss that feeling. I missed it for a long time, and I needed it, and I needed it back. I don't understand people who can live in this world and be evil on the daily. I don't get how you can stomach it. I mean, you know, I spent a little bit of time being a piece of crap, and by the end of it, man, I wanted to die. I hated myself so much, you know, and I don't wish that on anyone else. I hope before anyone delves into making bad decisions, they can maybe try to think about the repercussions of what's going to happen. And I know it's hard to, because I was the same I'm the same as everybody else, probably. My parents told me the right thing to do. They showed me the right thing to do when it came to almost every situation. But I decided I had to go down my own path, and I had to see for myself. And of course, they were right. I fell on my face. But, here I am now trying to get back up. And that's all you can do, man. Being a good person, people almost make fun of you these days for doing the right thing and not picking with people and not doing sick stuff, man. And I just don't get it. I do understand that being a thug is glorified, and that was probably what got me into doing what I was doing. But you can't roll like that, man. You just can't. It's wrong. It hurts people. All right, we gotta get him. I gotta go to bed. Where you at? Ah, God! Why are you so strong? Man, that little man whooped my ass. All right, I think we're going to wrap this one up right there, man. That traumatized me a little bit. That little green midget just busting me up. I appreciate y'all coming to check this out. I'm going to probably try to get another part 2 to this video. This is going to be the world that I'm going to be posting in. So, yep, this is it. We're going to stop right here. And when I pick up again on Minecraft, we're going to be right here. I appreciate y'all coming out. Please, for the love of God, stay safe. Stuff is rough, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming. Take it easy.